Alright, so let's dig into mobile video and studio recording on an iOS device real fast. So let me switch over here before I get to the demo portion. I just kind of want to throw a couple of things at you real fast. First of all is going to be these mounts, and I use a glyph on my iPhone 5. You'll notice they have ones for iPhone 4 and 4S, so if you have those options, you do have that option as well. And you also have the iPhone 5 option. Now, the only really option that I've found for an iPad is this movie mount for iPad 2. This will also fit iPad 3 and the new iPad. They're all pretty much the same size, but it attaches to a tripod similar to the other one, and it also has a wide-angle lens in there, so it'll record a little bit better video for you. You can also add a light up here at the top. It has a light screw-in spot for it, and then you can also add your plug-in mic here. The way the glyph works is, let's see if I can pull up a picture here real fast. Let me pull up the iPhone 5 one. What it does is the iPhone sits in the top left corner of it, turns it sideways, and then this screws onto a standard camera mount. So you can either use a tripod. What they're showing here is actually the Gorilla mount, which is what I highly recommend. This gives you the option here. It shows you how easy this is, and this is a small little, this Gorilla mount here is a small little mount that sits on a desk or whatever else. You can see about how tall it is there. Let me pull it up on something like on a boat. And one of the biggest reasons that I love this so much is as you can see here, it's so versatile. It, instead of long metal legs, they're actually wraparound, so you can attach it to anything. You can attach it to the hood of a kayak, or you can attach it to apparently a bird bath. But you can also attach it around your arm or things in front of you, a chair or a desk or whatever it may be in front of you, and you can wrap it around there so that it holds up your iPhone and keeps it sturdy. A couple of other viable options that I found, these are a little bit more specialized. One of them is for Android, and then this one here, this is the 12 South hover bar for iPad. It's a little bit more expensive. It's about $72, but you can see here what it was designed for is to stick to the back of an iMac or a Mac display. But it has that clip right there that will literally clip onto anything that's halfway thin. So, it can clip on desks, it can clip on things like that. And then it has this boom arm out here, and then you can see how it clips onto the iPad. So this is for the iPad 2, 3, and 4. Again, here you can get this on Amazon. There's a close-up of the clip, and then here you can kind of see it's clipped onto a cabinet. There's a better look at what the clip looks like, and it's just a nice little clip there. You can clip it onto a desk, put it above a computer, and then there's a video if you want to watch it together. But that's one of the better options as far as an adjustable arm mount. It's not really designed for video and things like that. It's designed to be used as a second display or whatever, but really it'll work for that. The only disadvantage is it requires that clip. You cannot mount it onto a tripod or whatever, the Gorilla Pod, whatever else it may be. But this is kind of an all-in-one solution. So if you don't need to mount it onto a tripod, this is a pretty good solution. The other option is for phones and Android phones, iPhones, all that kind of stuff. And it has adjustable arms on it, so you can actually use it for any type of phone. You can kind of see there it screws together and then it screws on, and the feet look a lot like the Gorilla Pod. They're pretty much the same material. But you can see it's compatible with the iPhone, Android, BlackBerry, iPod Touch, Flip, and any point-and-shoot camera. So really this is for anything. This is also helpful if you have a case on your iPhone or your Android, because it is adjustable. And you'll notice that it acts a lot like the Gorilla Pod. It'll mount onto anything. There they have it mounted onto a bar, and you can use it for just about anything. So here they're showing it with an iOS device. Again, it'll screw and unscrew. Another recommendation, if you're going to do a lot of these and you want good audio for them, is you can get a studio microphone for them. And actually what they do is they plug into the audio jack, and they have a lot better audio than the built-in microphones. And the built-in microphones do a very good job, but what they don't do a good job of is a long way away. So as long as you're close to your iPhone, you get good sound, but a lot further away, you're not going to get as good a sound. And again, it's never going to beat a standard, USB or a stereo microphone. And then this was the light I was talking about. If you want, if you film in low light settings, you can actually add a light to the top of your iPad or your iPhone. And we talked before, two of the biggest caveats with, recording from your mobile phone is audio and lighting. So what I use is I actually use this Audio-Technica ATR 3350 lavalier condenser microphone. And so what it does is it's a wired microphone and it clips on to your shirt. I like to hide it underneath. I wear a polo whenever I'm on camera, or a long sleeve shirt, and I'll hide it underneath the flap on that polo so you can't actually see the mic, but the mic is there picking up the audio. And then what it'll do is it has just a regular plug here on the side. And then to plug that into the actual iPhone, what you'll need something like this. And this is not the actual one that I use. This is actually a twofer. It'll plug in two different microphones into your iPhone. That is great for if you have two people talking. You can actually have two different microphones going in. That'll give you the best quality audio. The one that I use is discontinued. I've heard a lot of good things about this one, so this one is highly recommended as well. The other option you can do, and I just did a search here for iPhone mic adapter. They even have ones for XLR. So if you have a regular microphone, either a voice microphone or a lavalier microphone, you can do that. They also have little 30-pin ones like this. This is not really designed for what we're using it for. Really, what we need is this lavalier microphone that will clip to you and it'll move with you and stay out of the way as much as possible. This is more like a regular microphone where you hold the microphone in front of your face. And then as far as lighting goes, one of my favorites is this Newer Pro. And the reason for that is because one, it's $35. So actually you can go out and you can get all these accessories for under $100 or right at $100 depending on what you need. And you can get the stand, the lav, the adapter, and a light, and even lenses. If you want lenses, you can get those as well. But the reason that I like this one so much is because it's self-contained. It's LED, like we were talking about, and instead of one LED like those lamps that you get at Walmart, this is a whole bunch of LEDs, and they give off a lot less light per LED, so they're more of a uniform light. But they also come with filters on them, so instead of having to use a piece of toilet paper or something like that, you can actually use this filter, and that's more what it's designed to do, so it works a little bit better. But if you're trying to go for cheap, then you can use my Walmart LED lamp idea, but you want to make sure that you use an LED light with that diffuser. If you don't use a diffuser, it's going to give you too much light. So, and I won't get into too much of the technical stuff, but just take my word for it. This is kind of what you're going to need. And like I said, the reason I like this one is because it's LED and it runs by itself. You can pop in two AA batteries and it'll run for a very, very long time on that. One of my other favorite things is, some sort of telephoto lens. And they have fisheye lenses. They have all sorts of different lenses for your iPhone. And these actually fit on, some of them have cases, some of them are just magnets, so you put a little O-ring on your case or whatever it may be, and then the lens sticks to it. That's what this one actually is. And this one is actually a 2x HD telephoto lens. So what it'll do is it'll zoom that iPhone in, so you put the iPhone a little bit further away to kind of compensate for some of the light and things like that. It'll actually bring the iPhone in and give you a little bit crisper picture so you don't have to crop it or move the iPhone back and forth. This is great for double takes, so then you can move the camera around and get all sorts of different angles. But again, I don't want to get too technical, so we'll keep it as simple as possible. But you can see you can get everything that you need to take your iPhone or your Android phone to the next level as far as video mobile recording goes, really for under $100. So let me pull up my iPhone here real fast. So this is a view of my iPhone here, and so what I recommend is I would recommend just loading up the standard camera on your phone, And so here you go, you can see my iMac there, and then this is the monitor that we're looking at. You can also switch this around, but the front camera is not nearly as good as the back camera. So if you use the back camera, then you can actually turn it sideways and create good quality video. Let me switch this over to video here real fast. And so you can see here that this is, a good quality video. This is actually my computer monitor. So what I would do is I would mount it up about right here, whatever looks good. And you can see that it would focus on my face there. It's working on, I keep moving back and forth, but it's focusing and setting up the aperture on my face so that it looks good. So whenever I'm ready to record, what I would do is I would just hit the record button right there. And then I would, get ready to speak. 3, 2. Hello and welcome. This is Andy H. from the JJ Fast team, and what we're looking at today is video. Video is a very complex idea and option. It is very powerful though, and so what I want to do is I want to help you and walk you through creating video, editing the video, and then setting up and publishing that video. So stay tuned and we're going to look at that. Alright, so there's my video. You can see it there. So that's essentially how you create a presentation video. And you can do the same thing with interviews. You can actually use the front camera to switch it back and forth. So if I'm interviewing someone, I can start here, say what I want to say, and then switch it back over to the interviewee and let them answer. Or you can just kind of get a side frame and show yourself and them, or just show them. It doesn't really matter. So that's how you create the video. Then what you're probably going to do is you're probably going to send it back to your Mac, so you're just going to want to email it. It's going to compress down that video. You can also, if you have a Mac, you can also airdrop it from your iPhone to your Mac and get the file that way, or you can just email it like this. You can also upload it to YouTube here. You can also do Facebook and Vimeo. And so that is how you can get the video recorded on your phone. Now you can either edit it on your Mac or you can edit it on your phone. If you wanted to actually upload it to YouTube, you could actually edit it, get it ready, add music, all that kind of stuff, and then upload it to YouTube and you're good to go. So that's actually what we're going to look at in the next video, is how to edit the video on your iPhone or your iPad. So I'll see you there.